What is up, everybody? My name is Hudson. Welcome back to Loop Hero. All right, so I have been doing a lot of grinding off camera. I think that in order to beat this game and to get to that point where the game is kind of like broken, you do have to do a lot of grinding. And I figured I would do an episode here showing you how I'm grinding. I'm not saying that I'm a super expert here. I obviously haven't even gotten to the later stages of the game, so I'm going to show you what I'm doing now and why I'm doing them now. We have a lot of resources built up. So first and foremost, I think that if you want to quote-unquote break the game, the supply tab is incredibly broken. This seems like it is the way to do it. And the reason being, you can add basically as many supplies as you want to, and each of the supplies, for example, the sturdy stool, adds 0.2 HP regeneration per second if you already have it. So let's say that you were able to add 50 sturdy stools, they all stack. That'd be 50 times 0.2. You do the math and you would just get that regen no matter what. And that is far, far beyond even the 6 stools that I have right now. Is far beyond. It adds 1.2 on. That's beyond what you're gonna get for a while, at least on the first couple loops. So these are really important. Counts chairs, +1 vampirism if you already have it. Antique shelf, +1 to max HP for every whole resource gain during this expedition. Once again, on its own, you're like, yeah, maybe I'll notice that. But when you start stacking in multiple of them, yeah, you're gonna notice. Also, these old paintings, they stack, so this is increasing your damage done to bosses by 4%. So obviously I'm having 12% extra damage. That seems pretty significant, doesn't it? I think the only thing that doesn't stack here is the brass candlestick, and it specifically says that it does not stack. We have another old painting, let's just throw it on there. We have 32 slots right now, and I only have 21 things equipped. What we really need to do is to get more of these specific items. These are my favorites, and these ones are like meh. Like this one's, attackers receive 1 damage after every hit. Of course, if you had 100 of those, that would end up adding up. You kind of have to, I guess, pick and choose at some point in time, because it's not infinite. Let's talk about that. You can build 2 warehouses, and I have 2 warehouses right now. You have to put them connected to your supply depot, so I had to put them here. It took away some of my farms, not a big deal. If you see anybody that's playing this game and they're super late game and they've busted the game, quote unquote, you'll notice that they literally filled the entire screen with these mud huts. And the reason being, because each mud hut allows you to add 1 more supply, and then you can upgrade the mud hut twice. And I don't know if I have enough to do that right now. I'm not going to worry too much about it right now, but because I don't have enough equipment to equip, I have to grind probably another 100 more loops to even get what I need, or probably more than that, really. I mean, I don't even know how much time these guys have spent on this. I'm wondering if it's going to be like a Breath of the Wild thing, where like you upgrade so much, you do so many side quests that by the time that you actually get to the final boss, you just absolutely dominate them. Maybe, possibly, but there are some hidden bosses in the game that I'd like to try to do as well, and I think that they're kind of difficult to get, so being more powerful be a good thing. So if you upgrade the camp or the mud hut twice, I think it gives you like 3 or 4 supply slots. If you upgrade it once, it doesn't add any more slots, but what else can we build? We can build a war camp, and we can build a library, or the bridge. The war camp, let's see here, unlocks the outpost card. So the outpost card is going to be basically like an extra unit that helps you out, but they'll take all of your yellow and orange drops as payment, and that is only the case when you are playing as the warrior. They'll take your yellow and orange drops. So I wouldn't recommend a war camp as warrior, and then as the rogue, that doesn't happen because the rogue keeps everything in the bag and then unlocks it when he gets to camp. So good on rogue, horrible on necro because they don't like the necromancer and they attack. They are actually hostile to the necromancer. So I'm not sure I'm gonna get it right now, or at all for that matter. Library unlocks the bookery card. Apparently when you pass the bookery, it'll trade out all of your cards you have on you for brand new cards, and this happens 20 times. There are some interactions, like you can make like a, I don't know, it's like vampire librarian or something like that. Like there's some combos, some tile combos that I don't fully understand. Alchemist Hut, I don't know what that even does. So this is what where we're at and what we're working with here. I'm thinking maybe the bookery. Give it a shot. Put that up there. Ah, this pleasant smell of cellulose sheets and dried ink. The smell of books, to put it simply. Look at us. Me, a scientist. Knowledge is my weapon, and you, a wanderer. Your weapons are, well, your weapons. And still, in spite of all the differences, at the end, we pursue the same goal. To know and save this world. Theory, knowledge, learning. We shall discover this world anew, my friend. Okay, cool. Fix your glasses. I mean, like, if he really is that smart, he'd understand that his glasses were off. Whatever. Alchemist tent. Let's read it. We don't have the supplies necessary. We need rations. We need... I don't even know what that is. I honestly don't know what that orb is. Is that this thing? Time shard. 10 shards form an astral orb. That's got to be an astral orb. The laws of this world are usually based on space and time, but space is shattered and so is time, as you can see. Unlocks alchemy, unlocks the ability to craft jewelry. The supply depot is built, unlocks the 0 milestone golden card if Intel Center is built. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Maybe we can just go to the Encyclopedia and read about it right now. Astral Orb. From defeating mage-type enemies or cosmic-type enemies. Okay. I've seen a few cosmic slimes, and I'm not sure how or why. Didn't I get the ability to buy things in the Encyclopedia from the library? Isn't that what it told me? How does that work? Articles unlocked, 0 out of 3. Is it per thing, like Siren? Let's say I want to unlock the Siren. I do have to unlock them. Okay, I got it. Achievement unlocked for that. Ooh. Our attacks have stopped. We can hear the... It's like lore. I just unlocked the lore. More lore. More lore. A guide on tactics. Sirens are very unusual enemies, and their magical abilities are not the only reason to fear these creatures. Observing enemy tactics allows us to determine that during battles they act as squad leaders. Fishmen are ready to sacrifice their own lives to protect the sirens, and sirens are capable of issuing orders to their troops from considerable distances. In summary, sirens are to be seen both as enemy officers and as key elements in the Fishman expansions. Okay. Kind of tells you a little bit about how to, like, maybe fight the siren. The siren's tough. It's a tough enemy. I just don't spawn them anymore because they're not worth it. So cool. We're just kind of flexing ability, some new stuff that we've just learned. So this is how I'm going to go about grinding. First of all, Maze of Memories, what is it? Does nothing and takes up a lot of space. I bet you it does something, right? Replaces your cards with random ones you pass by. Bookery. We could give the bookery a shot, I suppose. What else are we thinking about? We need at least 2 cards up here. Cemetery is where it's at, because I need rocks. I'm trying to grind for rocks, specifically. What? Wouldn't you have the rock card? No. No, I'm not going to do that. Cemetery's place. Alright, I'm going to go with just Expedition 1. I think it's easiest, and honestly, by the time you get to, like, loop 14, you've maybe maxed out your rocks. So, if I went to if I want to increase my max from 10 to 20 on chapter 2, it would take us a ridiculous amount of loops to get there, and it's just I'm fine. Like I said, on Expedition 1, boss is easier, I think. All right, so I think one of the biggest complaints that I've seen on this series so far has been that I'm not checking my equipment. Now, maybe I'm just not aware. I mean, is that too loud? Maybe that's a little bit too loud. Maybe I'm not aware of when I'm not checking the equipment, but I'm pretty sure that I'm checking the equipment, like, a lot. And it gets to the point in time where you actually don't have to check the equipment. It's, like, not even a big deal anymore. So maybe that's, like, I'm reaching that point where I just don't even care anymore, or I honestly know that specific ring is actually attack speed ring, and I don't care about attack speed. So I feel like I'm doing, like, really well. And I don't know if it's people that just, like, don't understand the game yet that are thinking that I'm just completely blowing it. It's confusing. It's confusing. So, like, check your equipment. Check your equipment. I'm like, I am though. I think I am a lot. Big plays here. Big plays here. What are we looking for? We are going to, well, first of all, we're going to stack our cozy camp up. I mean, that's just basic. We're going to be adding a lot of rivers and forests and thickets. That is going to increase our attack speed, which is really good for the Necro because it allows the Necro to pump out more skeletons faster. And the faster you get the skeletons out, obviously, the faster you can do the most damage and protect yourself. Defense is not really going to be too big of a concern for me. We want a blood path in there, maybe like one blood path. But yeah, defense isn't too much of a concern because I'm pretty sure that did the vampire just show up on a battle against a chest? Whatever. My magic HP I don't think is affected by defense, if I'm not mistaken. Summon quality plus 20%. I think some of the best things that we could possibly get as Necro, and I saw some of the comments too saying the same thing. We really need to focus on attack speed, but that's taken care of by our rivers and forests, so that's not really even a thing. We need to worry about max skeletons is huge, and skeleton quality. Those are probably the top two things. Right now we already hit 53% quality on our skeletons, which is great. I find that 50% is kind of a threshold. Once you hit 50, you'll notice that you actually, like you just saw one right there, the big shield guys show up like consistently. And that is what you want because they have the ability to aggro enemies. They have to fight the big guy with the shield before they hit anything else. So that is just the way to go. And like I said, 50% is when I'm seeing those guys show up very consistently. So 50% is a good number to shoot for. And of quality, and then we also have to worry about the skeleton level, which is basically the health and damage of every one of the skeletons that show up. And at one point in time on stream, I got hit by a bandit camp, and apparently there's an ability that the bandits have that they can steal or destroy your equipment. They destroyed my book, and I was at like 4 skeleton level. And I continued on after that without realizing that I'd lost my book, and I wasn't doing any damage at all. I was getting absolutely crushed. So even that like skeleton level of 4 was a huge deal. So I was underestimating that. Village question marks. They are fine in the beginning, but once we hit like 200 or more % attack speed with our thickets, we summon up skeletons so quickly that we end up getting to the point where we start attacking the enemies. And once we start attacking the village folk, that is just not good. It's just not good business. So we honestly should just get rid of them while we have these Oblivion cards. I'm going to be solely using my Oblivion cards to get rid of them. And that is going to be the play. Oh, you're not looking at your equipment. Look at all that equipment. That's all God. You're stupid. Don't care. 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 At some point in time, you realize, especially as Necro, 100% as Necro, you can sometimes get like a random equipment that'll give you like this one I know for a fact is quality. That is a quality necklace, but it's orange, so there could be some weird thing in there. Like they might throw in a skeleton plus, and they might have like an attack speed necklace that actually has skeleton plus on it as well. So it is worth combing through a lot of them. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with the defense, evasion. I mean, like I said, defense isn't that important. It can be important if they get to the point where they're hitting you, and that's early game. So sure, defense could be fine. This one's obviously going to be better than this one because it's the same type, and it's got some extra ability stuffed in on it. So it's 23% summon quality instead of 21. You'll notice, honestly, a lot of times with the Necro, you can have a level 1 ring that is just as good as a level 20 ring. The skeleton quality, the summon quality, it barely goes up. Like loop 10 plus, you're gonna be seeing like plus 25%, plus 28%, maybe. And so it's not really a big deal to like super manage your equipment as the Necro. A lot of times I'll find that I get like a level 8 equipment and I just ride it out. I just ride it out for the next 5 loops. I don't touch anything. What do we got? Surveyor, treasure hunter, or laying down one's life. Direct damage to the hero will be evenly split to him and his skeletons. I have a new ability now that will allow me to, what is it? I get XP. I get like 3 times loop XP every single time I place a tile. That's a really good one early on. I'd like to see that one. I'd like to see the field practice, which increases the level of my skeletons by 0.25 per loop. That's a good early one to get as well. There's tons more. But wait, there's more. So like right now, skeleton level attack speed and defense. I just don't care. Attack speed 4, I'm already at attack speed 49 because of my thickets and forests. It's just not a thing. Skeleton level plus, I'd rather have the summon quality over the skeleton level. The skeleton level is mainly handled by my grimoire. So, whatever, bro. Alright, we can make our blood path now. Cool. Sneaking a little blood path, just for fun. It's just a fun, exciting little blood path. So that's just kind of my response, I guess, to the general YouTube comments. I think that most of you guys are sitting back, relaxing, maybe not even picking up the game yourself. I mean, I highly recommend it. It's super cool. But mostly positive. And I'm not trying to like rag on people, be like, you think I'm dumb? Yeah, I'm gonna fight you. Ugh. Skeleton max skeletons plus. Do I want to take that over top of a summon quality? It is a fine balance between max skeletons and summon quality because you really want to get those shield guys out there, but you might take away your skeleton quality or your chance to get those guys to get more skeletons because more skeletons adds on to that chance inherently. You know what I mean? The more skeletons you have, the better. You also need to like, it's a balance. It's a balance. I'll try it. Take away the skeleton quality 12%. That's pretty lame. That's when we can compare these since they're the same type. They're both orange. What do we got? It's worse. Magic HP is the only thing that differs, and it's worse. Okay. So more is better. So right there, I took away my skeleton quality. Now it's at 43%. Did you see it was 3 that we spawned, and none of them were even there's like the warrior, and then there's the guy with the shield. We didn't get any of those. So I'm telling you that 50% is somehow just like a really, really important threshold. We want to try to get that above 50 again. We want the battlefield probably after the loop, because then you get the next level loop. The Bookery. Hey, we got a Bookery. I'm not going to place the Bookery right now because I want to use this Oblivion. If you're saving cards, then the Bookery is obviously not good. It's going to be more of a late game play. This one is just better in every way than that one. Later on, we're going to be looking for specific tiles, aka cemeteries. Taking a little bit of heat there. Only a little bit of heat, though. See, not a single good guy. Only a little bit of heat, though, because we have the laying down one's life, which is really good. We want to get the heals on skeleton deaths. We want to get the, I don't know, there's a bunch of them. We'll see them when we get there. All right, we're going to Oblivion that village away. We could probably handle it for the first, like, 10 loops or so. But once again, the village question mark quickly becomes something that is not good once you have enough rivers and forests. Level up. +1 to max skeletons is very good. There's my health for skeletons. Death is very good. I'm going to stick with the max skellies now. It's delicious. Another Oblivion. Once again, I'm not going to put the Bookery down when we have Oblivion saved up for our village question marks. I think that's just kind of the play. I believe so. We're going to loop the river up, and I don't know, can we sneak it back here? I think we can sneak it back here and then go down this way. Let's see here. That's a fine spot for it. Quick check on our rings. We have summon quality 20%. This bumps it up to 24, but we'll lose 0.27 skeleton level. That's fine. The attack speed, like I said, it's just not a thing. We don't really have to care about the attack speed on any of our equipment. We're already up at 79%, and we're on loop 4. That's insane. We're 2/3 of the way to summoning the boss. I'd like to get my threshold above 50% for the summon quality before we hit the boss. But I'm probably just going to start building things until the boss spawns and just not pay attention to it, because every other time I've ever done this one, we've steamrolled the boss. Not we, it was me personally alone grinding, and I just crushed the face of the boss. Necro just seems like it's the most broken. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if you guys are playing this months after I upload this, and for some reason they put a cap on the supplies you can have in base. They nerfed the Necro in some way. Both of those things seem like they're probably going to happen, because this is just not even fair, which is why I'm making a video on it. Summon quality 23 to 25. We're so close. Here's a max skeleton book. I know that. And God, if I had summon quality on it too, I'd put it right in my mouth. Oh, here's another one that's basically the same thing. Hey, 49 to 50. Yo, there's our 50% threshold. He's done it. He's done it, folks. All right, let's see if we see them now, because I haven't been seeing them for a bit. I haven't been super paying attention, but okay, there's a warrior. There's another warrior. Come on, give me the beef. Give me the beef. Hey, we got a mage, which is pretty dope. Huh. There's one. I mean, okay. We did see one. It's not as many as I'd like. Is there any like creative way that we could wrap the river like down, over, and around? Not really, no. Not really. First, pick a path here then. Oblivion. Cool. I like the beacons. I'm a beacon fan. Beacon fan. I mean, I have the ability that the candlestick gives me a damage boost. So it was like 5% within the beacon's range. I use them. Maybe I don't need them, but it's good keeping them on for now. Cemetery. I find that we get like about 2 to 1 groves per cemetery, which is kind of crap, because if you want more cemeteries, which gives you the rock chunks every time you walk through. Yeah. Which is why I actually went for the bookery, because later on I'll be able to hopefully, cross my fingers, trade groves for cemeteries. But the bookery, once you do it 20 times, it breaks down and it becomes an abandoned bookery. And the abandoned bookery spawns blah, 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 which is a new enemy type that does blah, 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 blah. So here I am, foot in my mouth with the 1-to-1 cemetery to grove ratio. Game's like, oh yeah? Oh yeah, you think you're smart? You think you know what you're talking about? Yeah. How about this? This is a better ring. What's a better one? This ring right here, we could go to loop infinity, and this is still gonna be a great ring. The skeleton, the max skeleton plus rings, they rarely get better. There's no max skeleton plus 2 ring. Oh man, I'd do some nasty things for that though. River. All in all, what I'm trying to say is I think we're doing pretty well in this game. That could be better. 26. It's increased by 1. Hell yeah. 52%. Okay, we've gone up above 50 now. Show me those big boys. Show me the beef. Yeah, the beef. More beef? Super beef. Still, like, I'm telling you, it's just like right above 50, and like boom, all of a sudden everything just happens. All of a sudden. Leveled up. What do we got? Skilled architect hero. Each building hero gets 8 times loop experience. I'm gonna go ahead and do that one. It's way better early on. Look at that beef. We got double beef. Double beef. We're still losing like hardcore though. We're gonna die. Let's see here. We could think about putting a different book in there to upgrade the skeleton level. I'm not sure why we're getting crushed right now. What's going on with that? It's loop 6 and we have a level 5 book, which is not the best. Not the best. Max skeletons, would we trade the max skeletons for the skeleton level? This is where we get down to that nitty gritty, you know, what is really important here and that fine balance. I think we are going to need to upgrade our skeleton level at this point in time before losing. Get that beef out there. You gotta have the beef, okay? Chat? If you're gonna question me about the beef, just don't. You have to. It's necessary. Necessary. I have to drink my own urine. Just beacon up the whole place. I don't think we need another beacon after that. The groves, maybe we could just hold off on the groves because that was a tough grove fight. Maybe we went too hard on the vampire mansions early. It's possible. Did we get the life one? We didn't get the life one. Gains life per death of skeletons. It's not the strongest start trait-wise that I've ever seen. Pretty weak, in fact. So watch my experience go up. It's the yellow bar right up there underneath my health. So 451 to 499. I was not paying attention. I told you I wasn't gonna do that. Now we're at low health and I'm gonna fight the boss in about 5 seconds. There's my field practice. That's the one that I really, really wanted. Deep pockets. This is really good. Resource caps increased by 50% so we can get 15 rocks if we were doing really well. I'm gonna have to go residual heat so I don't die. But I want that field practice. Early field practice is the way to go. For sure. I think we might die here. Not all runs, you guys, are going to be winners. That is another thing. You might think that you have it down pat, but one run is going to be so much worse than the next run, and you're not even going to notice. You're like, wait, why? Why was that the case? It's small, tiny little differences in the RNG. They're going to catch up with you. This is the story of a girl. No, that's a better necklace. Cried a river and drowned the whole necklace. You look so sad in photographs. All right. We're like really low health, and we have 0 health potions. I don't think this is going to go well. Oh, we you know what? We got these Lich Palaces too that I wasn't even paying attention about. He's only got 1. He's got 1 Lich Palace. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We just erased 1 of them. Anything here that we should swap out before we jump in? Music though. The music. Quality. Like the best part of the game. Yeah. Shit. Girl. Damn. That's a better ring. Probably. Ooh. Here we go. We're at a third of our max health. How is it possible? Shut up! We got a score to settle, mister! Go! Give me the beef! Give me the beef! Give me the beef! We rely solely on beef. This is a necro fueled by beef. He got absolutely crushed, you guys. Nonsense. This is impossible. For so many reasons. I don't understand. Next time I'll try something new on this punching bag. Ha! Well done. Your reward. I can only get some stuff. But hey, 4 rocks. Not bad. Wait, did I get the 4 rocks or not? Is that 4 extra rocks that are not even like a part of my max carrying capacity? Because that's pretty cool. Almost as cool as my robot dance. 444 with a summon quality 27. I'm going to go for it. That is a better necklace, probably. Skeleton level, it's the same, but with a little bit of defense, which is not that important, but fine. Oh, level 8 of the same quality book. Skeleton level up, regen up. Summon quality down 1. Summon quality is at 79% right now, so down 1 wouldn't be a huge deal. I'll take the skeleton level plus on that one. Cool. We're doing it. I was a little bit worried there that we weren't going to do it. I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Because I wasn't paying attention. We lost most of our health, but we ended up pulling it out of our butt. Let's put a bookery down. Let's give the bookery a shot. I think the bookery, like I said, I think it might make some sort of like vampire librarian, and I don't know if I'm ready for that. Because I don't know what that means. Let's put the bookery there. How about that? This is a testarini. A 3-cheese testarini. We're gonna get rid of our other bookeries then, bypassing that. So do we want a double bookery before we do anything? Because then we could stop it here, see our cards, and then trade them again. Hey, look at that. I'm like, this card will never get, or this ring will never get better. And then we get a better one. Skeleton level plus and regen. Mainly doing that for the max skeleton plus. That specific type of ring, skeleton plus, this specific type of necklace is summon quality. This one is a summon quality ring. This is a summon quality book. Some of these things you just pick up after just playing it for so long and being such an expert. Ugh, yep, that's me. Super expert. We want more groves down? I don't know. Groves is what took our health away in the first place. Let's see how we do with these groves. Yeah, skeleton quality 78 is almost a guaranteed beef. It's a certain level of beef that we want to guarantee, you know? Yeah, there's the beef. Didn't even get touched, that one. Skeleton plus book. Those can be very, very good as well if you're willing to get rid of your summon quality. If you get a skeleton, a max skeleton plus summon quality anything, hold on to it. Near and dear to your heart. Never get rid of it. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn oblivion that village. We're just pumping in the experience points now every time we place anything down. All right, bookery. Looks like our groves turned into groves. And our, I don't know what else is here, but we have now forests and thickets. And we leveled up. +1 resurrection charge. That could be really cool. After killing an enemy, skeletons fully heals itself and damage are increased with skeletons. They come and go. They're weak, so I don't think that upgrading one by 10% is going to make a difference. I mean, after a hero receives direct damage to all. After hero receives direct damage, all skeletons have a 50% chance to immediately perform a counterattack. I'm going to probably go with that one. I'm going to plan on not using any resurrection charge. I understand that that might not be the case at the end, but... Vampire Mansion, River, and a Battlefield. Start stacking them up. I mean, at this point in time, we can just start placing things with no worry about the boss showing up. And we just get experience for it. So, you know, it's a deal. What do we got? Bunch of trash. Yep. This is the point in time where I'm just not really going to be worried too much about the equipment. I'll still check it, but I'm not expecting to be surprised. We might pull off a really good one. Like I said, if you can find one that gives you max skeleton plus and summon quality. Those are the real gems. And we want to stack up as many cemeteries as possible once again. Groves are not the play. Since we have our bookeries, we could just hold off on the groves and trade them. Lots of stuff added there. What's this? Max skeleton plus summon quality plus. And it's 29 too. It's better. That's the gem. Wow, color me surprised. Chat's like forest. And that only hurt a little. Shut up.
Oh my god, that hurt.
You can already hear the Tims. Beacons. Do we want any more beacons? Yeah, sure. Might as well cover that last little bit of... the one I'm standing on right now is actually not beaconed as well. That's the only other one. Ah, sure, that's fine. I suppose so. Look at that guaranteed beef. We are loaded on cemeteries, and this is feeling good. Quite nice. Let's see if we can't fill up the entire map. That is same. Crushing it. Loop level 8. Battlefield. We don't want to put the battlefields on the outside of the map now that I think about it. I'll probably try to get rid of this one because we were just looking at the Encyclopedia for a specific reason. That was because I wanted to know more about the sirens. The sirens blow, the sirens hurt. The sirens are not cool people. Not good. In fact, instead of wrapping the river over to the left here, it might make more sense just to wrap the river up and kill it here, because then we'll like double the rest of these thickets. That might be the play anyways. Then we don't have to worry about it. What do we got? Treasure Hunter, Hunter's Mark, or Horde. Honestly, I'm gonna go Treasure Hunter on this one. 5% chance for a chest to spawn on top of a killed enemy. And then when that chest spawns, we'll get more stuff, and we're here for stuff. Know what I mean? You'll hear like a noise when a chest drops. I mean, you'll see it too, but... What if we ran the river by the Ancestral Crypt, and it gave me 6 health per kill? Man, that would be cool. By the way, I kind of glossed over that. The Ancestral Crypt, we put that down. Plus 3 HP for every enemy killed with a soul. So the reason that we went groves and cemeteries first of all for the rocks that we get, but every single thing that we've placed down right now has a soul. Skeletons and the rat wolves have souls. And the village question mark people do not have souls. Rip. The slimes do not have souls. What else is worth noting? But anyways, every time we kill one of them, we get 3 HP max. So our max HP is going to be going through the roof. There is an ability that allows me to get magic HP from the death of skeletons. That's a really good one. I'd like to see that one. Vampy Manch. Might as well just load everything up with Vampy Manches. Spending all my things, and I'm not really using these library cards to their fullest potential. Or not library, bookery. The Booker teas. I don't think we're gonna get rid of this necklace for a long time to come. Okay, I hear that ka-ching. That was a chest drop. I just don't right now I just don't even care about my equipment. I'm not gonna lie. We have an upgraded skeleton plus ring. We have a 26% summon quality. This is like the only thing I'm like, okay, the grimoire too, I guess. These two up here, only ones that I'm really paying attention to. This necklace is gonna be with us for a while to come. Like I said, 29% summon quality, that's huge. And that's not gonna go up very much over the next 8 loops. And then the fact that it has summons, the max skeletons +1 on it is crazy. I suppose the regen on it is kind of cool. We have regen here too, but in order to get our benefits from the supplies that we have, I think we had like plus 1.2 regen if we have regen from the sturdy stools back at our supplies at our base camp. We only get that additional 1.2 if we have any regen at all, right? So having something with regen on it is good. So I think that what we have right now for supplies, or not supplies, but equipment is just crazy good. Oblivion. Gonna get rid of these villages. Once again, our attack speed is at 218%. So we just go skelly, 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 and then we have a lot of time to sit there and punch away at the village question mark people, and that's not a good thing. So the village question marks are gonna be bad late game. That's another max skeleton plus and summon quality necklace. It's worse, but wow. What's luck? In my experience, those are rare. Oh, they're not that rare. I get them all the time. What about the river, like, over to here and up? That would make sense to me. Try to maximize the use of this space. Yeah, I should not have placed the bookeries yet. Could have waited. Do our thing. Get rid of the village question marks. Double beef in there. At this point in time, we could place nothing but thickets. We don't really have to place the forests. We never really had to place the forests, but we didn't almost die at one point in time, so probably a good thing that we did. All I need right now to bump out this ring is something higher than 26% summon quality. That's all I'm looking for. Groves, not interested. Cemeteries, please. As soon as we hit our max cap for rocks, that's when we're gonna go. Hit the max or when I'm feeling like we're gonna probably die. Obviously. I wonder if this bookery is close enough to the vampire mansion to summon a vampire librarian if a vampire spawns in that tile. Probably not. Once again, I still don't understand how that fully works and how that's going to affect anything. It's kind of like the sirens. I was like, oh yeah, let's try making a shipwreck and let's make a siren. And then it was actually really, 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 really tough. It was not worth it at all. Here we go. What's this? 28%. That's a little bit higher. All right, 83% summon quality. The beef, that's like, once again, the only thing that I really care about is pumping out at least 1 or 2 beefs per turn because they aggro and they take the damage. Ka-ching, baby. A chest dropped another chest. Wonderful. At this point in time, we could consider getting rid of our book to throw in something that actually bumps up the skeleton level. At some point in time, if you don't have the skeleton level, you're not going to stand a popsicle's chance in hell. And right now, this is like a 1.61 higher skeleton level on this, which is decent. We'll wait until I feel like we really need it, though. I think the library might only change a certain number of your cards, like maybe 3 of your cards max. I don't know. I think I know what I'm doing, because I don't. It's hot. 29% instead of 28%. Plus skeleton level on top of it. That's pretty good. Yeah, looks like it's 3 cards at the bookery switches. Village. We don't need a bacon. If we wanted to fill up the map, though, we could totally bacon. And I might just forest, honestly, down here, for the hell of it. 267% attack speed right now. We're gonna end this before it really matters. Probably. Hopefully. Maybe. Groves, though, can mess right off. But I recently got the achievement for filling up the entire map, and that was pretty cool. So right now, the only thing we need are rivers. And maybe get any thickets, we'll have to just stick them in the empty spaces. I'll put my thicket in your empty space, but... This is... higher skeleton level for the same summon quality. Fine. This is a 7.41 skeleton level. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Way higher skeleton level, and we'll see if that makes a difference. Love that little harmonica tune. We want the forest right now. We can honestly say no to the forests. Battlefields? Sure. Look at all those battlefields. There's an intense amount of battlefield. You gonna level up soon? Looks like yes, we are. So right now we're getting negligible amount of experience every time we place anything. We're getting negligible amount of experience every time we fight an enemy too, but once we fill this whole thing up, the trait for the skilled architect is going to be pointless. 8 times loop per tile experience gained. It's nothing now. It's really only in early play that is important. This is a skeleton plus amulet. I like my 29% and max skeleton plus that we already have, obviously. So let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Was this like a helpful video? I was figuring that showing you guys how and why I'm grinding would be a nice thing. Plus, I'm already playing the game when I'm grinding, so I might as well record it, right? Right? Something tells me that the audio might be a little bit too loud, but that's the fine balance that I have to do as a content creator. I'm gonna pump these jams. I don't want your ears to bleed, though. We're barely getting touched, you guys. We are just crushing it. We leveled up. Look at that. First 2 skeletons summoned in a day will be strengthened. After killing an enemy, the skeleton heals itself and blah, blah, blah. After killing an enemy, your next attack will deal 2 times loop extra damage. I don't really think that any of these are that good, but McColl ambitions of the dead. Because I don't, it probably doesn't apply to my skeletons. Oh, wait. It probably doesn't apply to my skeletons that they get 2 times extra damage. I think a lot of things don't apply to the skeletons. Look at this. My level 9 amulet is even better than this level 10 by far. Rip. Why I just don't care about equipment that much. Do you understand that I don't care about my equipment, okay? Are you off my back yet about it? You guys are like, oh my god, shut up about the equipment, we get it. You know, there's somebody though that's like, there's a level 10 amulet, you're dumb! I'm probably just focusing far too hard on making sure that every single comment in the comment section is positive. There's 1 out of 100 that's negative. I gotta hammer on it. Was really hoping to get the whole, like, resource cap plus card, or trait rather. Probably not gonna happen. Crushing it. Should we try to put a vampire mansion next to a bookery? Not against it. Or put a bookery next to a vampire mansion. Is that a vampire librarian? No. There is nothing sexy about that vampire. Like, how sexy could you get? Being a vampire and a librarian is just like sex appeal through the roof, right? Blew your chance. Could have been cool. Another vampy manch. Maybe it's just a chance to spawn it. I don't know. Once again, chat, if you think I know, I don't. Just throw in some beacons. It doesn't matter at this point in time. More rivers, great. Watch me not use them. More vampy manch. You're not paying attention to your equipment. Oh. That's a 8 skeleton level. We don't need the attack speed, so yeah, sure. Attack speed is already at 353. We're doing just fine in that department, thank you. Another battlefield. How about some cemeteries? Thank you. Oblivion. Get rid of this village. This could be good. No. This could be good. Yes. +1 max skeleton back on the back of the table. Another one? This gives me regen, but for the cost of my skeleton level. No. Regen plus a, it's like 8.5 skeleton level. 8.6. Trading for 7.2. Ah, fine. Too bad we can't keep fighting the boss right now. And keep crushing the boss. We're at 4 rocks. Only 4 rocks, you guys. It takes forever to grind the rocks up. I don't know if there's a better way to do it. Because, damn. It's taking forever. We only get 1 preserved pebble. Going through a cemetery gives me 1 preserved pebble. And 10 preserved pebbles makes a rock. So on 1 loop, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We get about 1.5 whole rocks per loop currently. Which is not that good. Here's a summon quality 11 ring over our 9 ring, but it's the same summon quality. I find that it rarely goes past 29, or maybe it never goes past 29%. I don't know. I would assume on like loop level 30, maybe it hit 30%. Maybe. But it's just kind of smooth sailing from here on out. I could just literally walk away from the computer. This could legitimately be an idle RPG at that point in time. Fill out the thickets, I guess. And then that's it for the resource tiles. Now we could fill out the inside parts with mansions and bookeries, but I don't want to go too hard in the bookeries. I still don't know what the abandoned bookery does. We haven't gotten to that point yet. Takes a while. 20 loops, right? I mean, if you can only pass it, if it loses 1 charge per loop, that's 20 loops for it to become an abandoned bookery. Attack speed, max skeleton plus ring. We could switch that out for our regen max skeleton level, because this one gives us higher skeleton level and defense. We just lose the regen, of which we're not using. So, it's an interesting rare gem there. Kind of glossing over these quick. don't think we could even stick a beacon in anywhere. Yeah. Shuffle up. Oh! Now we grind! Like I said, I'd like to hit 10 rocks. But if that's not the case, that's fine. Take a look at that. Is it any better? Nope. Nope. It seems weird to pass up like a 36% attack speed grimoire, but if we were the warrior, yeah, sure. A rogue, I'd be all over it. Double cemetery, good deal. Get to the point where we can get 2 full rocks per loop and then end it in the next, what, 4 loops. That's what I'm really in it for. What do you have? Summon quality plus, but the expense of a lot of skeleton level. I'm doing just fine right now. Doing just fine right now. We have 5 max skeleton. Leveling up, it takes so long to level up now. I mean, it's like exponential, right? How often you get the level ups. We're at 10,710 right now. That's so much more than what we were going for before. Yeah, better at the skeleton level. Cool. Got an Oblivion card that I don't even know what I would use it for. I could start getting rid of my groves to replace them with cemeteries, but we're not getting enough cemeteries, so... just gonna let it go. What do you guys think of this game speed? I feel like the game speed is pretty good. It's sometimes like it's hard to tell what's going on when there's like a 5-on-5 or higher battle. And I was watching a stream the other day, and I'm not gonna name names, but they had it on like 10x speed, and boy oh did that give me anxiety, because it was like the person was on the edge of maybe living or dying, and it was like, and you're like, oh god, like I couldn't like comprehend the speed, and it like gave me a panic attack. I don't want that to be the case here. I mean, especially not right now. We're doing so well that I'm not even getting touched in most of these battles, so let it rip, right? I don't want to have videos too that are 3 hours long. That's the biggest thing, the 3 hour long videos. I'm gonna shoot for an hour. This is already at an hour, so it might be more like an hour and a half. I know that some of you guys are like, give me more, I want more content. But I think for the most part, the silent majority are going to be turned off by too much. So you're 29%, this is 28%. How did I go down in levels? Why do you do this? Something that I do notice, and I'm not dumb, chat. Okay, so if you're writing this comment right now, erase it. When you have the orange ring that gives you like 4 traits, generally speaking, those 4 traits are going to be more watered down than if you just had 1 gray with 1 single trait. Like this one right here, magic HP, it's probably got like the highest magic HP. Like this is level 10, this is level 11. The magic HP is 203, right? This one's at 270. So the grays, they only excel in 1 thing, but they really excel in that 1 thing. And the orange rings, where they have the most amount of other things added on. Like I said, they're all somewhat watered down. So that's just a thing to look out for. A lot of people are like, oh, gray, it's bad. No, actually, if you're going like strictly attack speed, you want a gray attack ring or gray attack speed, whatever it is, right? For attack speed, I think it actually has to be a ring. It's the only one that like everything else. And you can't get an attack speed gray amulet, because gray amulet strictly only gives you magic HP. That's what I'm trying to say. We're raking in the orbs of expansion, by the way, for the fights of 5 or higher. And the ghosts, honestly, just fun. Yeah, we just maxed out our orbs of expansion. So that's pretty cool. We have 6 rocks. Should be 2 more rounds, right? Crank it out. I'll crank it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. I'll crank it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. Let's just not crank it out. That's not the lyrics. I make mistakes, but I'm not stupid. That is... Nope. That one could be good. What's this? Summon quality for like a 3 hit on our our skeleton level. Nah. If you guys are trying to grind out the achievement too for filling the map up, I think I mentioned something like this earlier, but this is the way to do it. 100% right here. Necro is so busted. And once again, you might think that it's dumb that I'm doing the expedition number 1. I'm strictly going for rocks. We've already capped out our metal and our wood and our book of memories and our orbs of expansions. We're not getting any noticeable change, which is whatever. We could do that a different time. But grinding out just rocks, I haven't even hit the maximum. So, seems fine to me. Look at that. This is like a vampire suburb. This is an inner city vampire right now. So many vampire mansions. Vampire town. Summon quality 29. Once again, not as good as our max skeleton plus. Our magic HP, we haven't really had to worry about our HP, so I'm feeling good. Get all of our cemeteries. It's glorious. This is good. Keep crushing it, dude. Keep going. Just gonna sit back, hands off the keyboard. Might take us 1 more loop, might take us 2. I keep an eye. I'm just staring straight at my Necro's health. That's the only thing that matters to me. Once again, most of these fights are being completed without even touching my magic HP. Good spot to be in. I'm waiting to see if I get hit ever. Can we get hit, folks? Can someone lay up? There we go. There was a finger. A tiny little finger that was laid on me. What do we have here? Max skeleton plus summon quality, but a hit for our skeleton level. That is another gem right there. One time I end up being like, yeah, sure, I'll check out that book. That was a good one. That's luck. Bruh. Very nice. Anybody else want to lay a finger on this? Any takers? Any fingers? Garbage. Oh, there's another finger laid on me. Oh, man. We took, what, 3 hits there. Unreal. The nerve of some rat wolves. Summon quality 29%. You're trash. You even have less skeleton level. What do you want me to do with that, Grimoire? Why are you even here? You're embarrassing yourself. It's gonna take us a while to get around this loop. It's gonna take a hot minute. I feel like at some point in time, though, we're going to, like, it would get to a point if I didn't leave that I would feel like I'm doing fine, and then one fight would happen and I would just get crushed. That's how this game ends for me. A very fast fall. Probably would have something to do with the fact because I'm at 383 attack speed. You'll notice that little tiny gray bar underneath my health and my attack. That's my stamina. As soon as my stamina runs all the way out, I get this orange bar, and I can only attack very, very slowly, or summon skeletons very, very slowly. They'd have to catch me in that range where they kill all of my skeletons, and I'm waiting to get more back. 29% still at 13. It's just trash. Probably not gonna happen. We're at 8-7 for rocks. 8-7 for rocks. I'm already past this section of the map, so if I put symmetry back, it's not gonna make a difference. What's this guy? 29% still, 230 magic HP, which is better, but the max skeleton plus is more important to me. We're at 9. Preserved rock. We gonna hit 10 by the time we go? Probably. Check that ring out. What do you got? 29%. 29, 29, 29, 29, 29. I'm not even sure you could hit 30. We're on the final stretch. We're so close. I think we are gonna hit 10, like perfectly. Do the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A little bit more than perfect. Very nice. Good grinding. GG. Loop level 13. I'm not even getting a thought of someone touching me. Okay, someone touched me, fine. I'm not gonna get a thought of someone actually getting through my magic HP. What do we have here? 15 book. It's still only at 869 skeleton level and summons quality 29. It's brutal. I don't know what summon quality over 100% means. I've had it before. I'm not sure it does anything special. I don't need to place anything. Why am I even bothering placing anything? We're done. We're out of here. We maxed our rocks out. Perfectly. Very nice. Retreats. All right, you guys. That has been a little grinding sesh. And like I said, we have to do that like 7,000 more times in order to get the amount of supplies necessary. What did we pick up on that one? We got a Count's chair. Excellent. Let's definitely put the Count's chair on. I like the Count's chairs a lot. I've also been stacking up, what's this one? Raise the chance of finding a rare item by 10%. I've been putting these on. The Jeweler's Lens. Garlic, +2 damage against all vampires. It's kind of whatever to me. Cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I think that what we're going to use this, the supplies for could be a war camp. I'm not terribly concerned about going for a war camp at the moment. Bridge. I don't know if I necessarily care about the bridge. We could place some more like houses down here if we wanted to, but I think maybe we should just go ahead and like place some more mud huts or see if we could upgrade our mud huts that we have already. We could upgrade our field kitchen, which we haven't done in ever. Mud hut, go. Can't even imagine how happy the people are. Just yesterday, the walls of their shelters were made from mud, and now they live in actual houses. Can I be considered the mayor now? Easy there. We can handle the apocalypse, but not another politician. No. So I get +1 more slot. Okay, upgrading this once more, and I'm gonna need a lot more rations to do so. Cool. That just means more grinding. Like I said, you guys, thank you for watching this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll probably upload at least past the final boss on this one, which probably could be handled sometime soon. There's also the secret boss. I think there's maybe 2 secret bosses. So I'll probably make videos for those. And then this game, I'm imagining we'll get more updates and get more things to it. So possibly more episodes in the future, only if you guys are enjoying this. So leave a like, leave a comment, and thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. See you guys.